Welcome to the Don't Get Fooled Show with Big Rear NFL Week 2. Let's go, H. All right, boys and girls, NFL Week 2. I am so pumped, Big Ree, coming off a super exciting Week 1. NFL is back, football is back, and I cannot wait for Week 2. Before we get into the episode, I want to make sure to let everybody know to subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment. We love the comments. Whatever you want to say, good or bad, feedback, criticism, anything. We appreciate all the comments, and join the membership. The membership is live, $4.99, and I know I went into this a little bit as well in the college video, and I'll go into again for NFL. The $4.99 membership. First of all, we're getting a lot of questions and DMs about the membership and how to sign up. First, how to sign up. Let's get into that. You can sign up under this video, under the title. It'll say there'll be a join button. Click on the join and you can put in your information and join. But you have to be signed in to your Gmail account for the join button to appear. Or you can go on our YouTube home channel, click join, and from there just sign up, and really straightforward to sign up. Secondly, what does the membership include? Last year we had a membership. It was $19.99. We just threw that number out there as just kind of a small number to get, just the members. We don't want to go too high on our membership. So we just put it out there. Thank you for everybody who supported us. We had a lot, we had a lot of supporters, a lot of members. It went well. This year we wanted to take away the membership and just put a $4.99 membership just to support the channel. No additional videos, picks, just you're putting out $4.99 as a tip to just support us and support the channel. But we're getting a lot of comments and feedback, and people are DMing us that they still want the membership. They want to know how they can get additional picks and additional analysis on the game. So comment below if you guys want us to add another level. Basically, that's the feedback, is add another level and give us more picks, and we're willing to pay. I remember even shout out Corey Silva. He was telling us, which I think this is pretty absurd, but he's telling us at one point he was paying $50 a pick.
Yeah.
A pick. That he was paying someone every time there's a pick, he would pay them $50 to get the pick. Obviously, you got to do some heavy-duty betting to be paying $50 a pick.
Exactly,
You're probably paying a couple thousand in picks per month. But comment below if you want us to add a level. We can do that. And and then we can put out more picks if we get enough feedback. I mean, like I said, last year, the support was great. We were getting close to 1,000 members, and this year we just put a $4.99 tip out there. But we can add that. I mean, we can add anytime touchdowns. Yeah. We can add parlays, teasers, prop bets. Every game has prop bets now.
For sure.
So we could literally go crazy. But if you guys want that kind of analysis and picks, we're going to have to pump up the amount, and that's going to take a lot of time. So first, let's get some feedback if that's what you guys want. But I'm going to get into a recap of last week. And but before we get into the recap, let's get into the quote of the day, boys and girls. The quote of the day: a man or woman is a success if they get up in the morning and go to bed at night, and in between, they do what they want to do. Let me say that again. A man or woman is a success if he or she gets up in the morning and gets to bed at night, and in between that time, they do what they want to do. By Bob Dylan, musician. This is a very deep quote, Big Ree.
For sure.
A very deep quote. And I want to know kind of what is your take and analysis, and how do you feel about this quote?
Yeah, it's a good quote. You can do whatever you want. You can do many different things when you get to bed. And in between that time, I want to get my damn sleep.
No, but this is talking about, in between waking up and going to sleep.
Yeah. Okay, that's like what you're going to do. What you want to do. There's people who have their own business. There's people who do that 9 to 5. I'm a 9 to 5 guy.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much saying you want to do this, and it's just want to do it. And then like I read something on X. Some guys are like, don't let your work force you to work because you can't. If you were to pass away, your work can replace you, but your family can't replace you.
Absolutely, that's great. That's a great phrase and great insight, and it actually relates 100% to this quote. Like, what I feel like this is like, hey, you can make as much money as you want, you can do whatever you're doing, but like the real definition of a success in Bob Dylan's eyes is when you start your day in the morning, when you wake up to when you go to sleep, you're doing what you want to do.
Yeah.
It's not about how much money you make. You could be making $1 million a year, right? Which very few people do make $1 million a year. Don't get fooled by all the people on Instagram and X that you think they're balling, and no, stop it. There's a 0.0001% of the people that are athletes, entertainers, etc., that are making that high level money. But you could be making money, but that doesn't mean you're happy.
Yeah, exactly. Right? Money doesn't always bring happiness.
Nope. And you got to own your time. If you're whether you have a job or a business, whatever, if you're doing what you want to do every single day, you're winning. Yeah. Like, what's the point? Like, if you're waking up and you're just doing what your passion is, or you're happy, you're able to wake up and get a cup of coffee and go sit outside on the porch, and that's what you want to do and you enjoy that, you're a winner because you're doing that.
Yeah.
If you're going and you're working at the local Walmart and you enjoy coming into work and greeting people and doing that, you're a winner. So it's about doing what you want to do. And I think this is very deep. I think, in my opinion, like, this is what I strive for, Big Ree.
Yeah.
Like, I want to get to the point where every single day I'm just doing what I want to do. There's no restrictions on, I got to go to work, I got to go to my business, I got to do this, and it takes up this much time, and then I have barely, a few minutes to, or a few hours to do what I want every day. You know what I mean? Because when you have a job, if you hate your job, you're working your job normally 8 hours, but let's say you start at 9 o'clock. You're waking up at 7 to get ready to go to your job and then commute to your job, right?
Yeah.
And by the time you get home, you get off at 5 or 6 and you get home by 7, 80% of your day is done.
Yeah.
So I think this is, a man is a success if they get up and they do what they want. How do you feel? Like, do you feel like you're a success, Big Ree?
Yeah, I feel like I'm a success. I mean, bringing in a paycheck always feels good too, because then you get that PTO too. You can go on vacation, have that money to spend.
And that's what it is like that PTO is key. If you get your paid time off, you get, 3-4 weeks a year. And those 3-4 weeks here, nobody's bothering you. You're doing whatever you want. You're relaxing in Thailand.
I remember, I was just about to say, we went to Thailand. I didn't think a damn thing about work.
You weren't thinking about work. You were lounging on that
beach.
Lounging on the beach with a coconut and eating good Thai food.
Exactly.
And just living life. But you were thinking about the DGF.
Of course, yeah.
The DGF family, and we still recorded
on the
Thailand,
beach.
on the beach. But so I guess the goal is to be able to do that instead of 4 weeks, 8 weeks, or 12 weeks. How great would that be, right?
For sure, yeah.
So the goal is just to be able to do what you want more often. And so I really like this quote. It just, that's the goal. I mean, I'm striving toward this every day. I want to be able to wake up, do whatever I want until I go to sleep, and do it again every single day. That's my goal. And so I'm not there yet, boys and girls. But, maybe we bump up this membership and all we're doing is making pics all day and putting out videos. And we're putting out videos in Thailand and Vietnam and, Brazil and, Romania and Kazakhstan.
Yeah.
And, and Singapore, Tanzania, Morocco.
Yeah.
Nigeria.
Not Morocco. We talked about Morocco.
Nigeria.
Yeah, Nigeria seems fun.
There's a lot of Burkina Faso. What do you got on Burkina Faso? Someone told me in the comments, and I read the comments, when I said Somalia, I lost all credit.
Yeah, I saw that.
All credibility by saying
I
Somalia.
responded to them, too.
Oh, you did?
I said, you got to be open-minded. You don't know Somalians.
Yeah, you don't know Somalia. You don't know Somalians. First of all, Somalians have some bomb food.
Yeah.
Their tea is some of the best tea you'll ever have in your life. If you have not tried Somalian tea, stop right now and go to a Somalian restaurant, find a local Somalian restaurant, and say, I want some Somalian tea or chai. game changer, life-changing chai in Somalia. And there's a lot of nice things about Somalia, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
you go to
definitely.
Somalia, and you might be very happy, and you might not come back the same person. That's all I can say. So, yeah, Somalia, and yeah, that'd be great, Big Reed. We're just sitting here all day, waking up, getting our cup of coffee, and just putting on the show every single day.
Yeah.
And just putting out videos, analysis, picks all day, every day.
Right.
And we're not worrying about a paycheck or a 9 to 5 or a business. That'd be nice. So
Yeah.
if anybody's got some contacts or Amazon or FanDuel TV, ESPN, any of the networks, hit us up. Big Ree and Ace, we're ready to go. We're ready to sign the dotted line. So let's get into the recap of last week, Big Ree. I mean, I don't think the NFL season could have started off any better.
Yeah, for sure.
The Kansas City Chiefs and Baltimore Ravens, Big Ree?
Yeah.
What a game.
Yeah.
What a game. Literally went down to the last second, down to the toenail. What do you think? How'd you feel about that game, Big Ree?
It was a crazy game. I mean, everyone's just saying it's like Kevin Durant's 3 versus the Bucks. That's everyone's comparison.
Yep.
And I mean, I don't know what to say. The one thing I'm gonna say about the Ravens, they have no clue how to use Derrick Henry.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely not. They signed him. You gotta know how to use him better. You gotta know how to pass the ball better. And Mark Andrews wasn't involved. Isaiah Likely had a great game, but Mark Andrews wasn't involved.
At all. At all.
Yeah.
Wasn't involved. Mark Andrews had, I think, 2 catches for 12 yards.
Something like that, yeah.
No, absolutely not involved. But what I noticed, I watched that entire game. Everybody knows I had Baltimore +3, one of my picks. I was very confident in that pick. They played well, but, Lamar Jackson, the guy is just, he is looking to run every damn time.
Yeah,
and I feel like that's the problem right there. He's looking to run, so he gets back, he gets in his progression, and very quickly he's just looking to run. He doesn't give himself enough time to find his receivers.
Yeah.
And that is a liability, and that's why they're not winning these games against these teams like the Chiefs. Because this guy just wants to run, and it's great. He's getting first downs, he's getting 7-8 yards, but you got to be able to throw the ball.
But that's the whole point of having Derrick Henry. You don't know who's going to run it. But they weren't.
But they weren't even giving it to him.
I think he had like 12 carries or something, maybe even less.
I mean, you get a guy like Derrick Henry, you got to feed him.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
If anything, then they're going to stack the box even more now because they got Derrick Henry and Lamar. You should be able to look for your receivers.
Yeah.
I'm very disappointed because I had Baltimore +3, didn't hit, right? Didn't hit. Went down to the end. Likely caught it, but didn't have 2 feet. I mean, I think it's clear he was on the line, right? It is what it is. But I'll tell you this, though, Big Ree. Isaiah Pacheco, anytime touchdown, cash, okay?
Yes, sir.
Cash that. Lamar Jackson, over 217 yards. Cash that. 2-0 on the props. Patrick Mahomes, over 271 yards. 277 yards, I believe. Cash that. Props 3-0, Big Ree.
Yeah, 3-0. Props.
Let's check this out. First touchdown scored. Derrick Henry, +580 on the money line. Cash that.
Yeah.
But there, that's 4-0. But one that killed me, completely destroyed me, Big Ree.
Mark Andrews?
I went small on Mark Andrews, so I'm not even going to discuss that. It was over 46 on Mark Andrews. Zay Flowers, over 52 yards, okay? Zay Flowers. The guy had 39 yards at halftime. 39 yards at half. If I told you he had 39 yards at half, you're probably like, that's in the bank. Right?
Yeah.
13 yards, 14 yards in the second half. And this guy finishes the game with 39 yards. Destroyed me there.
Yeah.
Destroyed me. But other than that, it was a great Thursday night football game.
I just want to go into one thing about Lamar Jackson. Okay, obviously the last play is what everyone talks about. First of all, he had Likely on the first play, wide open. Missed him. And then second play, he had Zay Flowers, which was like a layup. And in the press conference, he said, I was not going for Zay Flowers, which is just complete nonsense. You messed up. And then he said, I still think Isaiah Likely was in. Like, bro, it's right there. You can see it.
Yeah, I mean, he can think he's in, but yeah, he wasn't.
Lamar Jackson is just not a clutch quarterback. That's it. Some quarterbacks, and the clock management was terrible. When you go down there, you leave yourself with 10 seconds. You have to spike that crap. You lose it down, but you have time.
Yep.
So you can huddle up and call your play.
Yeah, yep. I agree 100%, Big Ree. Lamar's got to take some liability here and blame, but also, I mean, I think it's a big flaw that he was looking to run. You're not a running back, bro. You're a quarterback.
Exactly, yeah.
You're a great runner. You're a great player, but you have to balance it out, and it's got to be more pass. You're a quarterback. This is not the Air Force.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In college football. And yeah, you can win games, but then these teams can strategize and game plan for this.
Right.
And, you know, it's a flaw. And he's got to fix it, man. He's got to fix it. Like, everyone's like, oh, what are you talking about, Ace? He had, 200, almost 300 yards passing. Yeah, maybe he could have had 400. You know what I mean? But the guy wants to run. He's quickly, abandoning a play and just trying to run. And I think, I just don't like that. You want to say anything? Or I know you got a lot to say on this next game.
Okay, go ahead. I'll let you go.
Let's get into the Friday night game, September 6th. In Brazil, the Eagles defeated your Green Bay Packers 34-29, Big Ree. I'm just going to lay the mic to you. What do you think?
Yeah, Saquon, I want to give it up to Saquon. He had a hat trick, over 100 yards rushing, 23 yards receiving, and a touchdown. I mean, I think Saquon carried them. A.J. Brown had a big game.
Yep.
I think 119 yards and a touchdown. And Devontae had a good game, so, I mean, give it up to their offense.
Yeah, but what's the big news coming out of here is your boy Jordan Love, injured, out 3 to 6 weeks.
I mean, at least he dodged season ending, so we'll see.
That's true. I mean, it sucks, sad, because this guy was playing good too.
Yeah,
he made some big plays and keeping the team in it in Brazil. Sad. I hope he comes back soon.
Yeah.
You think any faith in Malik Willis?
Yeah, I have faith in Willis, and even if, depending how long he's out, they can sign Ryan Tannehill or some veteran quarterback.
I guess it'll all depend on how Willis does, right?
Yeah, they're only a 3-point dog versus the Colts. I was pretty surprised.
Yeah.
It's in Green Bay.
Yeah, it's in Green Bay. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, look, Willis, this is his opportunity, right? Let him, hopefully he can step up. But sad, your boy Reed played well.
Yeah, Jaden Reed.
Jaden Reed, big game, over 100, plus yards receiving. But I think the Eagles are back. I'll be honest. I think they're back. I think Packers are underrated, so they got to win against a good Packers team. I think Eagles are back, especially if Saquon, he's motivated and he played well. Steelers beat the Falcons 18-10.
Yeah, a little shocked here. Not as shocked. I was just shocked that the Falcons only put up 10 points, and every point the Steelers scored was a field goal. So
yeah.
That was a boring game. I watch Red Zone, so it's just like field goal.
Yeah, I mean, look, Fields stepped in for Wilson.
He's starting solid again.
He is?
Yeah.
Is Wilson injured, or they're just starting?
No, I think they're just starting. How do you feel about this?
Wow. I don't know if I like it. If Wilson's injured, I think you got to let him start. No, I mean, if Wilson's healthy, you got to let him start. I mean, it's not like Justin Fields played great. He didn't play great. They didn't even get a touchdown,
It seems like they just signed Wilson to be help him out, be a leader.
Who knows? I don't know. It's a really weird situation. I'm sure Russ ain't happy, but I don't think you switch QBs that quickly if you already named Russ your starting QB.
Yeah.
But maybe Russ is not 100%. I don't know. But, Kirk Cousins, there was some bonehead pick. I think that cost them right there. That was a bonehead pick at the end. Bonehead pick. Everyone was hyped on the Falcons, but they didn't come to play at home. The Bills 34-28 against the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Your boy Josh Allen, 2 touchdowns in the air, 2 touchdowns on the ground. Yeah. Josh looked good.
I mean, he did look good, but Arizona had control of this game the whole way. They blew this game.
Absolutely agree. Blew the game.
And I think the biggest takeaway from Arizona, Marvin Harrison had 1 catch.
4 yards, I think.
4
right?
yards, yeah.
Unbelievable. What's up with that?
I don't know. I mean, that's I don't know if this is true. I just heard this. Kyler Murray doesn't like him. That's what I heard.
Really?
That's what I heard.
Interesting. See, I think he only got targeted like 3 times.
Yeah, I mean, he's a top...
Fourth overall pick. Yeah, I mean, this guy's the number 1, receiver in a while.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy has higher, draft ratings than all these guys.
Yeah,
Waddle
for sure.
and Devontae Smith and Jamar Chase and all these guys. And then you're getting, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, it's still early. It's week 1. Not going to overreact, but they almost put a big dip in the survivor pool for everybody too. I mean, they looked like they were going to win and they didn't. I know Harry B was not happy about that. But yeah, Bills won. The Bears 24-17 over Tennessee, Big Ree.
I want to make this clear. The Bears defense won them this game. Their offense was complete ass.
Yep.
And I want to make that loud and clear, but kudos to them.
Two non-offensive touchdowns. Caleb Williams, number 1 overall pick out of USC. I'm a big fan, but he looked like complete crap. 14 for 29. Didn't even break 100 yards. He didn't throw any interceptions, so I'll give him that, but he didn't look good. He didn't look comfortable, and obviously it's his first game, but he was at home. I mean, back to Will Levis, Tennessee. I don't know why everybody wants to talk about Will Levis, that Will Levis is so good and this guy's a steal and strong arm. Why isn't anybody else ripping Will Levis? 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, last 8 starts for Will Levis. 8 starts, 4 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. The guy's got 4 throwing touchdowns in 8 games as a starter. And they want to start 55% completion rate. 55% completion, Big Ree. And everybody wants to talk about Will Levis is the next great QB. Get out of there. You guys want to rip? Everybody's ripping Bryce Young. Bryce Young is a bust. Look about Will Levis. This guy's horrible. Horrible. Stop it. Will Levis. Everybody, Will Levis. All I'm hearing is Will Levis. Get out of here. I've been saying it since he's been pulled the shenanigans in the draft or before the draft. This guy's a bust. Do you know? And everybody's been asked, someone's DMing me, what shenanigans are you talking about? When Will Levis's agent was trying to, reports were coming out that he got a promise that he was going to go number 2 overall. Get the hell out of here. Get out of here. That was just put out by his camp. Nonsense. Nonsense. If you believe in yourself, you're not going to put out stupid reports like that. No respect for Will Levis. He's going to be the biggest bust out of this draft, and no respect at all. And the Bears, they got to win, but like you said, their offense looked horrible. Horrible. Swift looked like crap. Caleb looked bad. Everything looked bad there. They had 148 total yards.
Yeah, it's just week 1. I don't overreact or underreact. Just let's go game by game, and we'll just.
I agree. There's no reason to overreact. I think Caleb's a stud, but they looked bad. They looked bad, no question about it. Here's the surprise of the weekend. The Patriots 16-10 upsetted the Cincinnati Bengals in Cincinnati. What are your thoughts, Big Ree?
Yeah, I mean, everyone got killed on the survivor pool here. I saw the circa thing. Like over 4,000 people had the Bengals.
Yeah, almost 40%.
Yeah, and so that's good for
everybody that's in it, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, T. Higgins didn't play. I mean, you have Jamar Chase, but he wasn't really practicing. So, and then the Patriots just came out and played, and the Bengals completely put shit to bed.
Looked horrible. Burrow didn't look good. They got no run game. I don't know what the Patriots. I mean, Jacoby Brissett, he looked decent, and they played. But I think the big loser here is not the Bengals. The big loser here is Jamar Chase.
Yeah, for sure.
Jamar Chase. If Jamar Chase was holding out the whole damn offseason, he's holding out, and then he decides, I want to suit it up for game 1. If he just decided, you know what, I'm going to stick to my guns, I'm holding out because I want to get paid $35 million like CeeDee Lamb. After this game, what would have happened? After Cincinnati loses to Patriots in week 1, if Jamar didn't play, he would have got paid.
Yeah,
do you agree?
Probably.
They would have already paid him. Then he could blame, look what you guys did without me.
Yeah.
If he just held out, he would have had a $130 million contract waiting for him. Maybe 135, 140.
Yeah.
But, he decided to pay. And, it cost him. Now I don't know what's going to happen. He'll still eventually get paid, but I think he should have held out. Texans beat the Colts 29-27. This is my lock of the week. I had Texans minus 2.5. They won by 2.
Yeah, they got backdoored.
Anthony Richardson throwing 50, 60-yard passes. He had 3 50-yard passes.
Yeah.
What kind of crap is this?
I think he's going to be good. I mean, but the Colts played well, and I think the Texans just played better. Joe Mixon had a great
game. You're right. So. Huge game. You called it, Joe Mixon, too. Huge game. 159 or something. Yeah, Joe Mixon played great. And Colts look good. Stephon Diggs, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, Diggs.
Only 33 yards, but 2 touchdowns. Dolphins 20-17, Big Ree over the Jaguars in the Battle of Florida teams. What do you think? The big story out of it is not the game, is Tyreek Hill being detained by Miami PD prior to the game for allegedly speeding. What are your quick thoughts on this?
My quick thoughts are what nobody's going to say. Okay, before I say anything, what happened to him was wrong. What the officers did was wrong. But he is a damn liar. Tyreek told the media after the game, I did everything, I obeyed what the officer said, and that's a damn lie. It's on video. You go watch the video, you're going to see it. The only one media person I've seen to say this is Stephen A. on First Take, and he got bamboozled by everyone on the show. And Stephen A. is stating a fact.
He got bamboozled?
Yeah, everyone was going after him. Shannon Sharp was going after him. Molly was going after him. Everyone.
I agree with you 100%, Big Ree. I watched the entire footage. Look, that officer had some power trip for sure, and he was being very aggressive. But at the end of the day, you get pulled over by the cops, and they're asking for your ID, registration. Then you just roll up your window, and they tell you roll your window down because they don't know what you're doing with your window up.
And he has tints.
Yeah, so they don't know what you're doing. And he said, roll your window down. And you know what? It sounded like Tyreek said, go do what you want. Go do what you want. Do whatever you need.
I think he said something between the lines, write your ticket, or don't tell me what to do.
Something like that. But when they tell you roll your window down so they know what's going on in there, roll your window down. That's simple. Simple fact. Okay? But they shouldn't have just ripped him out of the car, threw him down, all this other nonsense. Then they're going at Calais Campbell as well. All that was nonsense. But Tyreek, bro, you got to just follow simple instructions. That's it. Like they said, keep your window rolled down. So, that's an issue. And that instigated this whole situation, honestly. What led up to the stop, all this, I don't know. But that's an issue, and that's the fact. How they treated him, that's a different story. But you cannot just say, hey, I'm not rolling down my window, and I'm going to do what I want, So I agree with you, Big Ree. And, people are going to not be happy with that tape, but that's just a fact. That's it.
Yeah.
And he has his reasons why he didn't, all that good stuff. And there's always two sides of the story. But what it seemed like on video is they told him to roll his window down. He didn't want to roll his window down. You run into a certain personality who was like, hey, I'm the cop here. You don't want to roll your window down. Okay, we're gonna bring you out of the car. So it is what it is. I mean, I would probably want, if there's anybody that's watching or any viewers that are in law enforcement or police, hey, comment below. I'm curious to know anybody's thoughts on this. If they agree that hey, that's an issue. But there's so many other variables. But that's one thing that I noticed. But they did win. He had an 80-yard touchdown, so he played well.
And he did the handcuff thing as
I saw that to Jalen Waddle, and I don't know. I have nothing else to say there. I said my piece. You want to throw anything in?
No, Tyreek Hill is a liar. It needs to be known.
All right, let's get into this game. The Saints beat the Panthers 47-10. I had the Panthers in this game, Big Ree. I don't know what the hell happened here. I mean, this game just started ugly with a Bryce Young interception and
his first play.
And then it just, honestly, everybody's going to rip Bryce Young, and he didn't play well for sure, but the defense could not stop an ant-hair. I mean, the Saints were literally gaining positive yardage on every single play and scoring on every drive. I mean, you're giving up 47 points there. What's going on there? Are the Panthers that bad? Are the Saints that good? Is Bryce Young a bust? What are your thoughts, Big Ree?
Bryce Young needs some work. He needs some more talent there, and I think the key thing is he needs better O-line. That's what every quarterback needs. You can have great receivers, but not a great O-line. You're not going to do good.
Absolutely. Yeah, he got sacked 4 times, and he got sacked like 63 times last year. So that's just not going to help. I think he needs to get the running back that they drafted in the second round out of Texas, Jonathan Brooks. He didn't play. Yeah, that guy's a stud. That will help. Yeah, because Chuba Hubbard's not doing it for them.
Yeah.
They got to get at least have some threat. But yeah, if your O-line sucks, it doesn't matter who's back there. Yeah. But he's got to play better. I mean, I don't want to make excuses. I'm not going to call him a bust. It's too early. I still like him. I honestly think he's going to end up being a better quarterback than C.J. Stroud. I still feel that way. But he's got a lot of improvement.
Yeah,
a lot of improvement. But yeah, the Saints, they looked good. We got to give them credit. They were at home in the Superdome. They look good. Vikings 28-6. Shout out to Sam Darnold.
Yeah, for sure. He played good. The Giants.
Giants suck. Giants are horrible. Daniel Jones is not the answer. I even said that. I think we probably have it on tape when they signed him to 161. I said one of the worst contract signings. It's just there's no way that guy should have got signed.
Yeah, I think they paid him instead of Saquon. Now everyone's talking smack about that.
I mean, I agree. You pay Saquon, keep him. You got the running back position established. You got Malik Neighbors, right? You got some receivers, and you get a serviceable QB until you can draft somebody else. But cut bait. Daniel Jones, horrible. But that's the front office for giving him that extension.
Yeah.
Giants is going to be a long season, Giant fans. Long season. Vikings could be an interesting team if Darnold can play good. They got a stud receiver.
For sure.
And
Addison got hurt though, right?
Oh, he got hurt?
I think so.
Oh man, I was just about to say they got 2 good receivers, but we'll see what happens there. The Chargers 22-10 over the Raiders, Big Ree.
Yeah, I mean the Raiders started off good, and then the Chargers just took over in the second half, and the Chargers won this game because of rushing. J.K. Dobbins in the rushing game. Justin Herbert had nothing to do with this win.
No throwing touchdowns.
He had 1 touchdown. He did to McConkey.
He did?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes. 100%.
Okay. Yes. At the end, maybe then. I thought he had 0 touchdowns. Okay. And so, yeah. But the Chargers. I mean, Jim Harbaugh debut with the Chargers, got to win. Raiders didn't look good. Overall.
They need a lot of help.
Yeah, they do need a lot of help, but it's still early. We'll see what happens. Seahawks 26-20 versus the Broncos. I want to know your thoughts, but I got a lot to say on this game, Big Ree. But I got to make it quick. But
Seattle started off really bad, and then they took over, and then Broncos got a garbage touchdown. That's pretty much the way it is.
Yeah, Broncos look like crap. I called it on the first episode. I'll call it again. Bo Nix is going to be one of the biggest busts out of this draft. Broncos were desperate, drafted him 12th overall. The guy was a bust at Auburn. He didn't live up to expectations. Then he transferred, and the guy's already 24 years old. He's basically the same age as Zach Wilson, who's been in the league for 3+ years. And the guy is going to be a bust. He didn't even have 100 yards. He looked like crap. They desperately drafted a QB, and this guy's horrible. It's going to be a long year for the Denver fans. And they're going to have the same issue at the end of the year. We have no QB. They got no QB. They got no receivers. They got no running backs. The team is horrible. It's going to be a really bad year for them.
Yeah, for sure. If you took the under 4.5, you're looking good.
And Seattle, look, they got the win. They were in cruise control. There was a backdoor touchdown at the end. But Seattle, they're an interesting team. I think they're an interesting team. We'll see how it goes. Cowboys 33-17 over the Browns, Big Ree.
Statement game. I mean, Dak got the bag, so congrats to him, and he made Grandpa Jerry happy. And I think the Browns, I hate to say this, but a lot of people are panicking, but I'm not panicking yet, at least.
Yep.
But saying they should go to Jameis.
Who? Jameis Winston?
Jameis.
Well, you know what, Big Ray? You know I'm a Browns fan, okay?
Yeah.
And my thought is, look, Deshaun Watson, they traded for him, gave 3 first-round picks, traded for him. He played 6 games in year 1 after the suspension, 6 games in year 2, and then now he's starting this year. But he's not looking good. He's not looking anything like the Houston Deshaun Watson. And, you know, he's got weapons. He's got Cooper. He's got Judy. And Njoku didn't play, but, you know, they got some weapons. Chubb will be back, I think, after week 4?
Jerome Ford had a big game, bro.
But, you know, but they were never in this game. And
they weren't at any point.
But they were at home, and Deshaun, you just got to play better, bro. That's it. Now there's other rumors coming out this week, and so I don't know what's going to happen. But, yeah, if he continues, might have to just they might have to play Jameis. But I don't think it's that quickly yet, but he's got to play better. He looked bad. Credit to the Cowboys. I regret that we didn't take this. This should have been one of the easiest picks.
I agree. I said Cowboys are a great regular season team.
You can't take Browns, you know, their favorite week 1. Yeah. It never happens.
It was just a tricky one.
We got fooled there, Big Reed. Yeah. That should have been one of the easiest ones. Congrats to Dak. I don't agree with him getting paid. I don't think they're going to ever go to the Super Bowl with Dak as your QB.
Can you repeat that?
I don't think that the Cowboys are ever going to the Super Bowl with Dak as your QB.
Okay, I agree 100%.
I just don't think that's happening. And I think it's a shame because they got a pretty good team, but I think Dak's a good QB. He's not a great QB.
Facts.
And
Facts.
you paid him $240 million. Why are you paying him $240 million?
$230 guaranteed.
It's a joke. Like have him get past 1 round of the playoffs. I mean, come on.
The thing is, if he tested the market right now, he would get that easy.
Who's paying him, though? Who's going to pay him?
A lot of other teams. Raiders would pay him, for sure.
You think so?
Yes, Raiders would pay him. Any team that needs a quarterback.
$240? I mean, I don't know. Maybe.
He's not worth it, but it's the market.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of QBs got what they got are not worth it.
Yeah, you're right. It's the market. But, yeah, it is what it is. I don't want to spend any more time on the Cowboys.
Okay.
Buccaneers beat the Commanders 37-20. You know, Baker Mayfield
played great.
Played great. 24 for 32, 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. He played great. Jaden Daniels is actually probably the best rookie QB. Played well.
Yeah, rookie debut for sure. He had a huge rushing day.
I think 88 yards on the ground.
Like 88 and a touchdown.
And then, 117 for 24. So he looked pretty decent. They don't have enough weapons either, but he looked pretty decent in his debut. Baker looked good. So Baker Mayfield, the Lions beat the Rams on Sunday night 26-20. What do you think about that?
Rams gave this game away. Obviously,
agree.
they were up 2017. Obviously, the biggest blow is losing Puka and one of their O-line. So being up 2017, they played great even though they lost this. But once it was going to overtime, they lost.
Yeah, I agree. They blew this game. They should have won. Detroit didn't play great.
They didn't.
They did not play great. They were at home, and they didn't play great, but they got the win in overtime. And so congrats to the Lions. And like I said, I think in our future video, I think they're easily going to win this division. And now with Love Hurt, it's almost
like.
And that was one of it could have been one of my locks of the
century.
Not the lock of the century, but one of my locks on the episode.
Oh, it was. Yeah, you definitely said lock. You said hammer.
Hammer Detroit on the division. And then Monday night, the 49ers beat the Jets 32-19, Biggery. Before I even ask your opinion about this game, another one of like the Cowboys game. This should have been one of the easiest plays of the week. Easiest plays of the week.
I just didn't want to take the night games, but I did tell all my friends to take the Niners. But yeah, and even Christian McCaffrey didn't play, and Jordan Mason filled in just great.
Just filled in just like that, and they played great. I took the Niners on our Circa video. FYI, that goes out every Thursday or Friday for the Circa contest, $1 million contest. I give 5 picks. So, pay attention there. But yeah, I mean, the Niners look good. Purdy didn't look great. They had Mason come in. He played really well. Aaron Rodgers looked serviceable, but they don't got enough offense here. They got Garrett Wilson and Lazard. I mean, Mike Williams got, 4 snaps?
Yeah.
6 snaps?
What happened there? Lazard
He played okay.
He played great. I think he was the leader right there. 6 receptions, 89 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, so he played well, but they just, they need a third receiver, and they're going to slowly bring Mike Williams in. But this should have been such an easy pick, honestly. The only reason this line, I said it in the circuit video, is because Aaron Rodgers. And this should have been one of the locks of the week for us. I put it in the circuit video, but it should have been in the regular video. Like, this was an easy one.
Yeah.
We should not have overthought this one. And but the only beef I have is, you lose your opening game. You guys lose to the Niners. Aaron Rodgers, you played decent. You didn't play good. You played decent. And then what do you do the next day? You want to join you want to go on television and go on some show and talk to your buddy? What the hell are you thinking?
I think he gets paid for that. I'm pretty sure he does.
Of course he has to get paid, but where's your commitment? You guys just lost opening week. You didn't play good. You did not play good. And then you want to go on, like you're a celebrity and you're retired and you want to just go on and start giving your commentary? Focus on your game, bro. Focus on your game. You didn't hit 200 yards. I mean, it's a damn joke. It's a joke. This guy's known for this nonsense. He's known for this. And that's a disappointing. All the Jets fans, like, how do you feel? Your guy's not back in there in the practice field trying to do whatever he can to get better. He's going on television talking about crap.
Yeah.
Nonsense. Anyhow, an exciting week 1 will be even better week 2. Let's get into the new segment of the show, Big Ree. We're trying a new item every week. What you guys know about this? What you guys know about the classic donuts? This is the classic grocery store donuts. Everybody that was born in the 60s, 70s, 80s, and probably even the 90s, you know about the Entenmann's classic donuts.
How do we open this?
These are bomb donuts.
Does push to open?
Let's see. This is a kind of a new box. We just gotta get a little bit aggressive with it, Big Lee.
Oh, there we go.
And just pop it open. This is a variety pack, Big Ree.
Yeah.
The variety pack, 8-pack. We got the 2 chocolate donuts, 2 frosted donuts,
And the powdered.
The powder, and then we
Buttermilk, glazed buttermilk.
Yep. Glazed buttermilk, and then 4,
chocolate.
and then 2 more chocolates.
Yeah.
But anybody that knows these donuts, honestly, back in the day, there's a lot of people that didn't go to donut shops.
Yeah.
If you were getting donuts, these were the donuts that you were getting.
Yeah, we don't got the milk here.
I'll be honest, we should have some milk, but we don't have the milk right now. We probably could grab some, but we're running a little bit late on our schedule. But so I'm going to admit something, Big Ree. I eat these all the time, okay? I love these donuts, but I've never tried anything other than the chocolate. That's all I get.
I got my eye on that one.
And so I'm excited to actually try the other flavors. So
right,
let's dig in and try these out. Yeah, I can't get a full one, man. Maybe later, but let me just try it out. This is what this is the buttermilk, Big Ree?
Yeah, that's the buttermilk. Pretty damn good.
Oh man.
For box donuts, it's great. It's not compared to a regular donut shop, of course, because they make it fresh. But for box donuts and grocery store donuts, it's amazing.
Amazing. You're paying, I think this box was like $4.99 for Entenmann's classic 8-pack. All the grocery stores basically carry this, right? All the big chains. These chocolate ones are definitely my favorite. I'm gonna try a little bit of this powder one, Big Ree.
Yeah, I'll take a piece then too.
Yeah, just try it out. This is very soft. So they're like, you would think, oh, they're in a box and they're all hard. No, these are soft. I think they have about a week expiration or best by date when you buy them. No, 2 weeks. 2 weeks best by date. Powder is pretty good there. Solid. Powder ones are okay.
I wasn't impressed with the powder one.
I give the powder maybe. I give this like a 6.
Yeah, that sounds right. So I give the buttermilk 8.5 out of 10.
You want to drop over a chocolate one?
Yeah, let's just let's just go all the way.
Yeah, let's just try all the 3 flavors. Look at it. These are bomb, Big Ree. Here, you want to let's take a little bit of this. Go ahead, dig in.
Cannot beat the chocolate.
Woo-hoo! Oh, I cannot beat this. All I need, that's why I'm not going to eat anymore, because I just need a couple big glass of milk. But this is just, this chocolate, you cannot beat this chocolate donut, Big Ree. Javi, you want to grab some now? Or you get some after the show, okay?
I think after the show.
Oh, man. Fire. If you've not had these, right away, boys and girls, best box donuts you can find, and the chocolate. You can even just skip, because they actually sell the 8-pack in all chocolate,
Yeah.
and that's what I always get. Entenmann's, if you guys are watching, any employees, anybody, hey, hit us up. Maybe they'll send us some donuts. We can eat them every week on the show. I wouldn't be opposed to that. All right, let's get into some shout-outs, Big Ree.
Shout out to DNA Zarian. Said, miss you guys. Still here years after years. Is this Dro?
This is Dro Nazarian.
Oh.
Dro, our boy Dro Nazarian, and he actually just turned 40. Happy birthday, happy 40th on September 5th. Dro Nazarian.
Nice.
I think he's out of Glendale, California. Our brother out of Glendale. And so Dro Nazarian, happy 40th. He said if we want to get into some survivor pools, he'll hook us up, but we appreciate it, Dro.
I'll let you take this one.
Shout out for Gunner Apple. Said he's been there for all 9 years, loyal viewer. We appreciate it, Gunner. Gunner's always in the comments, and he knows his football also. So shout out to Gunner.
Shout out to Anthony Bone,
Our boy Anthony Bone. Anthony, what's up, brother? A shout out to Kendra Jackson. Kendra's always in the comments, longtime viewer. Shout out Kendra.
Shout out to Roquana. Happy we're back. The food talk, truly highlight of my week.
That's right. We appreciate it, brother. See, people love the food talk in the BS segment. Shout out to Ziggy Balls. Ziggy's been here for a long time, and it's a shout out, Ziggy.
Shout out to Melvin Simmons, said spreading positive vibes. Yahweh.
Okay, we appreciate it, Melvin, and then Melvin Simmons, and then give a shout out to Aisha. Happy belated birthday, Surrey, California, Vancouver, Canada. Anybody else you want to throw out, Big Ree?
No, that's it.
All right, everybody, if you want a shout out, comment below, and we'll do our best to get you guys a shout out. And so let's get straight into the picks. So we're a little bit late, but here we go. Without further ado, here we go, boys and girls. Aquí vamos, chicos y chicas. Let's go. All right, game 1. We got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Detroit Lions. The Lions are a 7-point favorite. Tampa Bay 1-0, coming off a 37-20 win versus Washington. They blew them out. This game was 37-14 with 3 minutes left. This game was just a complete blowout. Baker Mayfield, 24 for 30, 280 plus yards, 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Baker Mayfield is, just starting back where he left off last season, earning that paycheck, and Baker played really well. The team played well overall. They did lose to Detroit 31-23 in the divisional round, but they did outgain Detroit in that game. Then we got Detroit 1-0 coming off a 26-20 overtime win versus the Rams. You know, they won, but honestly, nobody on that team played great except wide receiver Jameson Williams, best game of his career, 5 receptions, 121 and a touchdown. They gave up 387 yards to the Rams. They honestly probably should have lost this game. I still do not trust Detroit's defense, but they are at home here. I think Washington is just a bad team. They don't have enough offense. They got a rookie QB. They made Baker look really good. I'm not buying that they're going to come into Detroit. I think Detroit's going to play better than they did last week. And so I like Detroit -7. All right, game 2. We got the New York Jets at the Tennessee Titans. The Jets, 3.5-point favorites here. 0-1 coming off a 32-19 loss to San Francisco. They were outgained 401 to 266. They did have 2 turnovers on the day. Aaron Rodgers returned from an Achilles injury. 13 for 21, 167, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. So A-Rod serviceable, not great, not bad, just serviceable. They gave up 180 yards on the ground, 4.7 yards per carry to Mason for the Niners. Mike Williams was on a snap count, and so he didn't play, barely played, but they're going to need him back, and they're going to need him back quickly, Big Ree.
For sure.
Then we got Tennessee, 0-1 coming off a 24-17 loss to the Bears. They were up 17-0. They just completely blew this game. Gave it away. They outgained Chicago 244 to 148. So their defense played great, but they had 3 turnovers. Will Levis 19 for 32, 127 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. As I stated earlier, 4 touchdowns, 6 interceptions in his last 8 starts. 55% completion. Tony Pollard played good, 16 for 82 yards, 1 touchdown. Former Cowboy running back. Will Levis is horrible. I don't trust him to run that offense at all. The Jets played a really, really good San Francisco team at home in San Francisco. And I like the Jets to bounce back here against a really bad Tennessee team. I don't care if Tennessee's at home. Doesn't matter. This is my lock of the week. I'm taking the Jets -3.5. All right, game 3. We got the Chicago Bears at the Houston Texans. The Texans, 7-point favorites. Chicago 1-0. Coming off a 24-17 win versus Tennessee. Looked horrible, 148 total yards, no offensive touchdowns. Caleb Williams, the number 1 overall pick out of USC, the former Heisman Trophy winner, 14 for 29. That is under 50%. 93 total yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 5 carries for 15 yards. Defense looked pretty decent for Chicago, but offense, they just looked really bad. Then we got the Texans 1-0 coming off a 29-27 win versus the Colts. They outgained the Colts 417 to 303. Outgained them on first downs 26 to 14. Dominated the time of possession 40 minutes to 20, Big Ree. They gave up 3 50-plus yard plays in the air. 3. And they should have won this game by 14 plus, but that, secondary gave up a few big plays. CJ Stroud, he looked good. 24 for 32, 234, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Joe Mixon tore it up, 30 carries, 159 yards and a touchdown. Diggs, 33 receiving yards, 2 touchdowns. They got a heavy offense with Diggs, Nico Collins, Tank Dell, tight end Schultz. They just got, and then obviously Joe Mixon. Texans are just a really good team. They're at home now, their first home game. I think the Bears will be okay, but at home, this is what I'm doing here. The spread here is 7. I'm saying buy this down 1.5 points to 5.5 here. And buy it down to 5.5. You're basically going to get about 70% on the dollar, 70 cents on the dollar. And I'm taking Houston minus 5.5. All right, Big Ree, let's go.
All right, the first game I got is the Niners at the Vikings. Obviously, we talked about the Niners. They're coming off a big blowout win versus the Jets, 32-19, really 32-13, with the garbage time touchdown by Tyrod Taylor. No Christian McCaffrey. Jordan Mason played well, 147 yards, 1 touchdown. Vikings coming off a huge win, 28-6. As Ace mentioned, Sam Darnold played great. It was probably one of his best first halves he's ever had in the NFL. Aaron Jones played well. And I think everyone's going to overreact on the Niners beating the Jets. And like Ace said, Brock Purdy didn't play well. And this might sound crazy to you, but I think Sam Darnold could be the better quarterback here. Everyone's going to call me dumb. Big Reed, what the heck are you talking about? Who had more touchdowns last week? It's not like Brock Purdy doesn't have anyone. He has George Kittle, Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, Juwan Jennings. But yeah, anyways, I'm taking the Vikings +6. This is an easy one. This is my lock of the week. Next game I got is the Rams at the Cardinals. Rams coming off a 26-20 loss to the Lions in OT. Obviously, like we said, they blew the game. Big blow losing Puka Nacua. He's on the IR, so he's out minimum 4 weeks, and then losing their O-line. Cardinals coming off a 34-28 loss to the Bills in Buffalo. Kyler Murray played great. As I said, Marvin Harrison Jr. was not involved. I think he'll get involved. James Conner had a good day, so I'm going to roll with the Cardinals -1. The last game I got is the Falcons at the Eagles. Falcons coming off an 18-10 loss to the Steelers. The offense was just doo-doo, crap, whatever you want to say. Kirk Cousins, 155 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, sacked twice as well. Drake London and Kyle Pitts combined for 41 yards. Eagles offense came out balling. Jalen Hurts played well, 278 yards, 2 touchdowns. Huge day for Saquon, as I mentioned earlier. 109 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns, to 23 receiving yards, a touchdown and a receiving touchdown. A.J. Brown, 119 yards. Devontae Smith, 84 receiving yards. Eagles offense played well, but their defense was bad. And I think the Falcons offense is not going to completely shit the bed again. I just don't see it. Jalen Hurts had 2 interceptions. The spread is 6.5. We're going to buy it up 0.5 point. So you'll get -120. Just buy it at 0.5 point. And I'm taking the Falcons +7.
All right, boys and girls, stay tuned on Friday. We're going to release every Friday we're releasing the Circa video. We're giving our 5 picks for the Circa $1 million contest. Last week, I put 3 additional picks other than my picks. We went 3-0 on those additional picks. 3-2 overall on the Circa week 1. And our survivor pick is in there. We had Seattle, so that we moved on to week 2. And comment below if you want us to add another level to the membership, and we can put out anytime touchdowns, game props, and we can put a whole lot of stuff for every game. We're getting a lot of feedback that that's what the viewers want. So comment below if you guys are interested in that. And yeah, let's have a juicy week. Subscribe to the channel, Big Ree, like, comment.
Yeah.
And
right,
have a good weekend.
Peace out.